Hey traders, welcome back to another edition of the Market Review. My name is Vasily, I'm a trading coach and professional forex trader. You know, in my videos I frequently apply the term bullish accumulation. And reading your comments I noticed that for many of you it is not clear what does it really mean, this bullish accumulation, and how to properly recognize that. So I prepared for you a very big educational video about this bullish accumulation. We will discuss the basics of price action. I will give you my reasoning on how to properly identify this bullish accumulation. I will try to give the reasoning, the kind of objective reasoning of the market, why we call that the bullish accumulation. And I prepared for you also a very good example. So enjoy this video, it will be very nice. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's start. So let's start with the theory here. I want to show you the main attributes of bullish accumulation. I will show you the price action reasoning behind the bullish accumulation. And here with the examples, we will discuss how to properly recognize bullish accumulation when you analyze financial markets. So the main thing that we should remember right here is with the bullish accumulation, the market is not bullish. Yes, while the market is in a state of a bullish accumulation, it is not bullish and it is not bearish. It is somewhere in between, you know, and that in between you must learn to feel and to recognize. And here let me briefly remind you, what do we mean by the bullish market? By the bullish market we mean the sequence of the higher highs and higher lows. Yes, when we see the new highs, new higher lows, and based on the classic price action rules we call that the bullish trend and bullish market. With the bearish it is the same but just the opposite. Yes, we see the lower lows, lower highs, and when we see on the market the picture like that, we say that the trend is bearish and the market is bearish. So what's up with the bullish accumulation? With the bullish accumulation, however, though before the bullish accumulation the market can be in a bullish trend, once bullish accumulation starts, it's not bullish, it's not bearish. Very important thing about bullish accumulation is that we have a very strong horizontal structure. Yes, and that structure is based on the equal highs. So what do I mean by that? We saw strong bullish legs, and the price each and every time when it starts growing, it hits the same structural resistance. Yes, you can see that here based on the equal highs, the price respects the same resistance, and with that we can easily identify that. But why it is bullish accumulation then? Because over here, if you pay attention to the details, you can see that though we have the equal highs right here, still the price sets the higher lows. And why this higher lows right here are so important for us? The reasoning here is again based on the price action. Remember that, you know, even the impulse lags by itself are very telling, and just the size, the strength on each and every impulse are very important for our analysis. So what do I mean? We have here on TradingView the so-called measurement tool. And with that, let's measure this bullish impulse right here. Yes, here is the length of that impulse. And now you can see that after that impulse, the price dropped. And here, if we measure that impulse, you can see that this bearish impulse is smaller, is weaker than this bullish impulse. This bearish impulse didn't manage to engulf the preceding bullish impulse. What does it mean to us? It means that bullish pressure on the market is globally stronger than the bearish one. Yes, because bears didn't manage to recover the gain that, you know, that had the bulls. Then let's measure this impulse right here. Again, you can see strong bullish extension right here, and after that bearish impulse follows. Again, let's compare this bullish impulse to that bearish impulse. You can see that this bullish impulse is stronger. With the high low right here, again, bears show their weakness. Though sellers are still willing to sell from that structure, you know, they are not so strong. And you can see that even the previous reaction, the first reaction from that structural resistance, it was bearish reaction, I mean, it was stronger than the second one. And then what happened what happened again? Let's take this last impulses right here and do our measurements again. Here is our bullish impulse. Yes, here is our bullish impulse, and you can see again bearish impulse is weaker than the bullish impulse. So with that, with this high lows, after each test of the resistance, less and less sellers are willing to sell from that. Yes, you can see that with the declining bearish impulses, the willingness of sellers to sell is smaller. You know, the sellers just, you know, they're afraid to sell again. Yes, many traders decide to switch to the bullish side. You know, it is very telling. And at some moment, there are just no sellers who are willing to sell from that resistance. There's just no supply right here. The demand increases and we see the violation. Yes, and it is the moment when this bullish accumulation just busts. You know, the buyers violate the resistance and they set the new structure high. They set the new structure high, and most of the time it is a very, very, very strong signal for all the market participants. The sellers who previously sold from that resistance right now, they see that the market is bullish, they start buying, and most of the time it just increases the probabilities that the market will go higher and higher. So it is very important for you to understand the reasoning behind this bullish accumulation. You should just feel it. You know, you should feel what is behind the swings, the impulses. You should understand how the market participants think, how sellers think, how buyers think, and only then you can very accurately predict the next moves of the market. And guys, please give me a follow on Instagram. There I post a lot of exclusive things, especially in stories. I post a lot of daily updates, the analysis on different financial instruments. Sometimes I even post the signals there. Also, you will find there a lot of educational posts, a lot of different videos on different topics. So you will enjoy that. It is Vasily Trader. Please check that, and let's continue. And for the sake of the example, let's analyze cat-Swiss pair together, the daily chart, and let me show you the brilliant example of the bullish accumulation right here. For that, first let's follow the price action. It is very important for us to follow the price action and to get what's happening with the price. And we're gonna start from here. Here we have our local structure low. From that we saw a very strong bullish move, yes, and the price reached that high over here. Then we retraced, and over here we set the high low, yes. Then we started to grow again. And we set new higher high on a daily, yes. So what does it mean to us? It means that right here cat-Swiss started a bullish trend, and from that moment we can see that the market is trading in a bullish trend. However, what happened next? Then if we follow the price action, the price dropped again. We saw the retracement and the price managed to set the new high low again, yes. And then we started to grow. But instead of setting a new high on a daily, we respected the same high. And we dropped again. And for us here, we see with you the example of the bullish accumulation. Why? Because as you can see, the price here keeps setting the high lows, but at the same time you can see that the market participants right now are stuck on that horizontal structural resistance. And based on this high lows over here, we can draw a very nice trend line, yes? So how to treat that? We treat that very simply. First of all, we must remember that with each and every new touch of that resistance, the chances are lower and lower that the price will drop. You know, we expect here that at some moment the price will break that resistance, and you know, a strong bullish wave will start. Also, we must remember that though the chances are lower and lower that the price will drop from that resistance, still for the sellers right now it is a very strong spot to sell from. So still bearish reaction may follow, but most likely new high low will be set over here. Yes. And what is next? What is our main goal right here? Our main goal right here is to wait for the violation of that resistance. Yes. And what do we mean by the violation? We need here the daily candle close above the resistance. It will signify the new high close on a daily. And with our price action rules, the market will continue trading in the global bullish trend that we earlier identified over here. And then, we will expect a strong continuation to the next major structure. And as you can see, just looking left, our strong major structure is right here, very far. So as you can see, once the market breaks that resistance, the potential for growth right here will be just enormous, yes. And being bullish biased, we will be looking for the swing opportunities to catch a major bullish continuation there. Alright guys, now I hope that you better understand this concept of the bullish accumulation, and now each and every time when you analyze the market, when you see this equal highs and high lows, you know that it is the bullish accumulation, and now you know how to read that. Now you know the reasoning behind that, and now you know how to properly apply that. These basics of price action are very important for the technical trading, so never neglect the basics. Yes. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and leave a lovely comment. Thank you so much guys. I will see you next week.